very special guest. Mark Fingatore is here. He's going to chit-chat with us, and you're really lucky about it.
Mark, thank you obviously so much for being on. Great to stop over at your table and see some of the offerings you guys have going on over there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had the promo set, which kind of sold off right away.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that one.
So, this is one that I had to fly to for a convention. So, I've been driving to a bunch recently, and I haven't prepared myself, I guess, for packing everything into my luggage.
Sure.
So, I kind of had to pick and choose limited quantities of each thing that I bring. So, I will have more available online afterwards, though, since they sold out a lot quicker than I expected.
That's awesome. So you've got a lot of Horrible Kids cards that are actually signed by the characters that are on the front of them, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that and the
Sure.
experience you had doing that.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of horror conventions, and I have my binder of all the cards, and I've started different celebrities or guests at the shows that I do. I started getting them to sign my cards, and just like my binder that I keep as my own personal collection, and that kind of inspired the idea to do like official autographed cards.
Sure.
So I first did in Series 6, I had cards that, well, there was one autograph card per box when you bought a box, and there were artist and celebrity ones. And then I kind of started doing them just on their own as self-contained releases of limited runs of autograph cards. So
Yeah, that's
How
awesome.
do you get in contact with the actors?
just over the years, just through conventions, I've met like different agents and just talk to them while they're at the shows, or just get contact information through that and kind of build a relationship.
And when you guys used to, here we go, we got them on the screen right now.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So these are the newer ones. I got Robert Englund to do 3 different versions of Freddy that I've done, Freddy-based characters, and then Kane Hodder, who's my favorite Jason person who played Jason in Friday the 13th. So I had him do the 4 different versions of the Jason that he played. So they're all foil stamped on the back with limited numbers, and I sign the backs, and then the celebrity signs the front.
That's such a cool
Approximately
way
how
to do it.
many of each do you get done?
So Robert Englund was limited because he's more higher price. So I did 25 of each for him, and then Kane Hodder I did 50 of each for. Yeah.
Seeing the pictures with you and Robert, or seeing Robert signing them was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, so with these guys signing them, or anybody you've ever had signed cards like this before, has anybody ever wanted to keep one of the cards for themselves?
I've had a few people ask for. I was actually did a convention a couple weeks ago, and one of the actresses, Melissa Rose, who was in a movie called Sleepaway Camp. She asked for a copy of. I had larger prints, and she wanted to have a copy of that. And then the actor who played from Scary Movie, Doofy.
Yes.
That card. Yeah, he wanted a card too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No kidding.
What do you do with the final art of those things?
The final art, I have like an art email list. So there's a bunch of people who, when I start a new set, I'll send out an email of like just the concept sketches first, and people can reserve art if they want to. So I usually, by the time a set comes out, I usually have a bunch of art that's already sold. So, and then I offer whatever's left over
That's
online
such a cool
after.
way to do it.
Yeah.
And so you used to work for Topps.
Yes.
And so which series did you work on?
I started in A&S 5 just doing concepts at first, and then eventually by B&S I started doing final fronts.
How did they find you?
I actually, I was collecting the A&S sets, so I knew that they were making new sets, and I saw a couple amateur people who submitted concepts and got approved for cards. So I kind of found the contact information. I contacted different GPK websites and stuff like that for contact information, and just sent stuff in, and eventually just started submitting stuff for concepts.
What were you doing before that then?
I went to school for animation, so I was actually in school and just looking for. I had just graduated when I started actually submitting stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just looking for full-time jobs, and I was doing that on the side.
So that would arguably be one of your first
Yeah.
paying gigs? Or
Pretty much. Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you collect yourself then?
I have all the originals, so OS 1 to 15. So I have a full. I used to use it more for reference, but just for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah.
But you didn't collect them in the 80s?
No, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I either lost them or got, I don't know what happened to
Probably
them.
got thrown out like everybody else's.
I actually, I mean, I found, like, we had like a box of old, like, all like old pictures and stuff like that, and there were some cards in there. It kind of reignited my memory of them, and I collected all the sets again, probably when I was in high school. I like ordered, I guess from Roseanne Tozer.
Yeah.
I bought them from her, like complete sets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So,
what a cool story that
I found
is,
out
dude,
that later, but
Yeah, that in itself is puts a little bit of like
for sure. Let's dive a little bit more into some of your sets. So obviously, Horrible Kids is probably like your base baby as far as that's what you work on. You're doing future sets, so on and so forth. Nintendopes, which was awesome, which I still kick myself every day for not buying. I just remember like you had it out for a while, and I'm like, just buy one. You love Nintendo, you like Mark stuff, like just buy it. I didn't. I still kick myself.
Yeah.
But I did buy a ton of Disasters of the Universe, and I think kind of being an 80s kid, liking Masters of the Universe and liking Garbage Pail Kids, I think kind of went hand in hand.
Yeah.
So you doing that mashup is awesome.
Yeah.
So where did you kind of, like, obviously you pulled the ideas from the individual characters, but talk about working on that series a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a fan of like 80s toys,
Everything.
like action figures and toys and stuff, and I feel like also a fan of Garbage Pail Kids from the 80s, so kind of mixing them just was a kind of a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
I was still working at Topps when I started those, and it was actually I actually did the first set for the first Gross Card Con, the Disasters. I did like just the vinyl set.
Yeah.
So it's just something I wanted to do, like something that I was interested in, like excited to work on, that I did on the side at first, and just it built up into doing other related, like G.I. Joe or Transformers and stuff like that. So,
which is awesome that you've done renditions of everything from the 80s for those toys pretty much. So, which again, you know, if you love Garbage Pail Kids and that's nostalgic for you, those other things kind of fall in line with it. So.
And so Mark, if somebody was to come and visit us today at GrossCon, what are they going to be able to find on your table?
So I have base sets of the Horrible Kids for series 4 to 6. And then I have some Slop Culture Kids packs. The box is sold out, but I have some packs still here.
Don't forget the pins too, right?
Yeah, and I have a bunch of pins and original art and posters. So
that's awesome. So, Mark, what can we look forward to? Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to show some original artwork right here.
So this is from the next Horrible Kids series. I have all the Series 7 artwork available for people to check out early.
So this is final art that we're looking at here.
Yeah.
And so are some of these now already been sold?
Yeah, a lot of them have been sold. If people are interested, I have them available. I can tell which is available if someone is interested in seeing. But
just from somebody that knows nothing about anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a bunch of, like, you're working on the final art, and you screw it up, and you're like, this is gorgeous, yet I don't want this thing here, and I'm going to start again.
There have been nothing where like I had to scrap the whole thing. Maybe some like paint, like
look at the colors
or
on
something
this.
where I have to
that is. I love that.
digitally remove it or something.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, mostly that happens at like the airbrush phase. So I do the airbrushing first. So if the airbrush doesn't turn out exactly how I want, I'll start over.
I just want to take a peek at this real quick.
Yeah. But nothing where I've had to get rid of the whole painting.
I love this one right here specifically.
Thank you.
That is so cool.
Wow.
That is so cool. That looks like Silent Hill right there. Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
One of my favorite horror movies and video games from the past.
I started mixing in not just like specifically horror movies, but monsters and anything like creepy or related. It doesn't have to just be horror characters.
That's awesome. That's awesome. These are
keep
great.
any of your final art for yourself? Is there?
I don't. I originally started saving one from each series when I was working on Garbage Pail Kids, but eventually I think someone really wanted one of the paintings I had saved, so I sold that one and then I just started selling them all. But I do have, the one thing I do collect are John Pound OS finals. So I have a run of OS2 to OS15, one of each.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
So that wouldn't have been easy to track down.
It was, I mean, I did it a while back before prices really kind of got...
But mind you, even now, every time we talk about the prices still would have been touchy for the time, right?
Yeah, it seemed like a high, like 5,000 for an OS2 at the time was pretty high, but now they're like...
Now you did just fine on that purchase for sure.
Mark, when can we expect your 7th series of this to drop?
It should be, so it takes about 2 months from when I finish the artwork until the actual production is done usually.
Sure.
So I finished in September, so usually probably like, I would expect end of November or early December.
How long does it take to do the artwork itself?
Usually about 3 months.
Okay,
from start to
the
finish.
whole thing's a 5-month thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, so when you sit down to draw some of these, is it ever a single session? Are you like, all right, I've got a night, I'm going to get something hammered out tonight, or how does that work for you?
As far as like concepts or final art?
I would say concepts, just with the concepts.
So the way I do it is I keep like a running list of to do characters that I might want to do, just a text list of, and then when I start a new set, I'll just sketch out a full set of concepts, and then some might fall off or save for a future set, and I'll arrange them how I think they would work together, and then I'll do final pencils for everything. So I do like the whole stage,
I gotcha.
stage at a time.
Yeah.
And I'll do all the color ups and arrange those, and sometimes things get changed around depending on how colors work together, and then do all the artwork, scan them in, pick all the colors and everything and layout, and get them all sent off to be produced.
That's great. These look awesome. Just from what I'm seeing, and again, we're seeing it kind of far away right now.
Yeah.
The colors absolutely pop, and what I love is the real use of like almost a lot of 80s colors in there, of the pink and green and the neons and everything, and I mean, they really, really definitely do look great, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man, there's even a whole other side of this book that we're not getting in
So
the
make
shot.
sure you guys absolutely take a look for Mark's Series 7 of Horrible Kids coming out. Should be again maybe at the end of this month, beginning of next month or so. But yeah, Mark, your stuff is incredible, and it's. I will tell you, and I told you already, when I came out here, I had a lot of people request for me to grab stuff from your table. A lot of it went already, unfortunately. But your stuff's very unique, and what would be next for you with Horrible Kids coming up? Do you have anything planned after that?
Yes. So actually, the sampler pack is kind of a preview of all the sets I'm planning for next year. So what I've been doing is, so when I started doing I did like smaller vinyl sets when I first started, and I had I had Transformer, different series.
Sure.
And I've kind of been revisiting each one and doing like a full 24-pack box release that includes the old cards and new ones to make out a full 90-card set. So after I go through all the ones I've already done, I'm going to pretty much focus on just Horrible Kids and Soft Culture Kids.
Yep.
So that's kind of like my two main series.
That's awesome.
So Soft Culture Kids can include all the kind of the 80s toys and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then the Horrible Kids will just focus on the horror monster ones.
Gotcha.
So,
good.
Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
no
Really
problem.
appreciate your time. That's for
Thank
sure.
you.
Absolutely.
No problem. My pleasure.
Fantastic. So, this is where I have to continue talking while you get to go back to your table. And I'm going to
Thank
talk
you, Mark.
about...
Appreciate it very much.
I'm talking about... Okay, so guys, Acronis is one of our sponsors.
They are.
We all know
It's true.
that they make the most incredible frames.
Fantastic
especially
frames.
for our GPK stuff. And they're offering a promo during this convention. And so if you put in GCC 15 in the promo area of the Acronis checkout, you'll get 15% off. You're friggin' welcome. They have an incredible 9-pocket frame that's way better quality and high quality than the Ultra Pro. They've even got top loaders. They've got penny sleeves. They got 3-card thing. They got panos. They've got boxes for your Sapphire. I think he's working on a Sapphire 2 box.
It's true, he is.
All the original series boxes, he's got cases for that. So GCC 15 is the promo, and you get 15% off of your Acronis frame.
All right, guys, so Topps has been bringing in a lot of new artists as of late.
Heavy
and
talent.
One
heavy
of my
talent,
favorite new guys
heavy
is
talent here.
Jason Crosby.
Jason, thanks for sitting with us. Pleasure to
really
meet you.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So Jason, this is your first postcard?
It is. I do very few cons in general. My last convention away from my local one was 7 years ago at the non-sports show in Philly.
Yeah.
So like getting me out of my house is kind of hard, I guess.
Yeah.
So are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, definitely. A lot of fun.
And
so
so-
me actually putting faces with people I've talked to online for years and
Same
years
with
and
us.
years.
It's awesome.
So
Same with us,
I'm like,
absolutely.
oh, I should know your face after 5, 6, 7 years of talking with you.
So for you guys out there that don't know, Jason was the cover artist for it. What else did you do within the GPK versus Mad Balls comic?
I did everything.
Everything. I thought so.
Pencils, inks, colors, and one of the covers. And Joe Simcoe did the other cover.
Yeah,
so
gotcha. And the whole thing is so awesomely done. And the cool thing is we haven't seen Garbage Pail Kids comics in forever. And this mashup was such a cool concept because, again, like we had just talked about with Mark, you know, a lot of the times if you were a fan of the 80s, a fan of the Garbage Pail Kids, you had at least 1 or 2 Mad Balls back in the day, and they were super cool.
Yep.
So this mashup together was just really neat. Did you collect Mad Balls as a kid?
My cousin had all the Mad Balls. I had all the Garbage Pail Kids.
That worked perfect.
Exactly.
Then.
So I never owned a Mad Ball, but I know of every one of them just because I played with them from his.
Yeah. So Jason, tell us about how you got into this project right here, and take us along a little bit on the journey.
Okay. All because of Jeff Zapata.
Okay.
He, I guess, kind of was the brainchild of the series. I guess he and Dynamite were collaborating, and they asked him, who should we call? And he's like, you need to get in touch with Jason. So random email later, and they said, show me some of your sequential examples. And I said, I've never done a sequential page in my life. And they're like, all right.
Could you tell me what the heck a sequential?
So like to read left to right. A
Okay,
sequential,
gotcha.
not just a singular piece.
Yeah.
A story.
Yeah.
And so I've never done a sequential page, and they said, all right, we believe in Jeff, and we see that you can ink. Here's the actual script. Do a page, 2, 3, and did that a couple of days, and then they said, go. It was completely hands off. They were like, all right, we like what you've done. Give us a book in 5 weeks.
I was going to ask you, like, in true
deadline.
GPK form,
Yeah.
whatever project it is, you're under a time restraint, right?
Even more so than sketch arts. So much more. Well, I mean, most comic books, I know with Zapata's one that's currently being produced, he did the pencils, Chris Meeks inked over his pencils, and there's a colors or 2.
I think Dustin Graham.
There's multiple,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
kind of typically how comic books work. Well, this one, I'm not sure how I got to do all 3.
Yeah.
But they basically, they said, all right, this is yours, and go.
And so what did
hurry.
they?
That's
right.
what
So what is
hurry.
it? They give you the script.
Yes,
and
it's a
then
Word document. Shali Fish is the writer. And so, it's just a Word document, almost like a movie script. That's how it reads. GPK Mad Balls, page 1. This character 2. And so then I read the script and then storyboard like a movie. I lay it out like a storyboard, really rough and quick. And just how each page would flow, how I want the reader's eyes to flow. And they laid out just like a movie. And then when I do the rough pencil and I finalize what I like, I start tightening each sketch. I print out I do a sketch 2 actual dimensions.
Yeah.
The first sketches are just pencil or paper, but then I actually draw one to page dimension and then keep tightening the sketches. And once I get the sketch how I like it, I put the official board, the Dynamite inking boards on top of the sketch on a light table and then ink over the sketch.
And again, it was so well done, and I love a lot of the covers. I know that you just worked on the one, and I kind of fanboyed a little bit and reached out to you and I said, listen, Jason, when I get there, can you sign my comic book? Which is cool, and I'm sure I wasn't the only one that got my comic book signed. But again, just a tremendous job on that. What else are you working on? What can we look forward to in the future coming from you?
4 more issues.
Awesome. That's what I was going to ask.
Maybe within the last few weeks, I just got the scripts. Currently working on issue 1. They said, give it to me yesterday. And I'm like,
of course.
I'm going to be in Las
Typical
Vegas.
top faction.
Yeah, and so he's like, I will start on Tuesday morning after the convention. And so very close to wrapping up issue 1. And then it's immediately, actually the last email I got from him was like, hurry up and finish 1 and do me cover for number 2. I mean, it was like,
Why is there such a rush on those things?
I guess it comes down to what they have their yearly schedule of what issues they want to put out. And so the way they plan their year, they said we would like these to come out February, March of 2023. Usually they need about 3 months leeway. That's to print, to distribute. Well, first to announce it, and then to start promoting, and then to print it, and then to distribute. So it's about a 3-month window. So if they want it out February, March, I need to finish basically November, December, January, February,
For sure, yeah.
And so that's, I guess it's how they plan their calendar in advance. And they're, all right, we got the GPK Mad Balls February, March, April, May. And then, they plan their calendar a year in advance. And so if I'm slow, if they've already announced it for a February release and then I'm slow, it sort of looks bad when they've already announced the comic book coming out in March and then I give it to them a month late.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
It throws their whole calendar off.
So then, in that process, everybody's under pressure for timing. So it starts with you guys, and then the printer people are, and then I'm sure the script person was.
Yeah, the script. He has this done pretty much now. I think he's done with the 4 issues of writing. So he's the first, and then me second. And they, 5 weeks. Maybe I can push it to 6 weeks. Yeah. But at that point, I need to get it to the printer, and I don't know how long exactly they take to print, distribute, but they've set about a 3-month window.
Yeah. What did you do before all this?
I've been a freelance illustrator for 17 years. I did editorial illustration for many years. So magazines, some national, some local, they would give me the story, and I would provide the images to some stories, and started doing sketch cards and 2013 for Mars Attacks.
Okay.
So that was my very first. I had never drawn a sketch card, much like the comic books. They were like, show me your. I've never done sequential.
Sure.
Same thing with sketch cards. The set was coming out, and then Adam Levine was the art director at Topps of Mars Attacks, and he's like, hey, I saw this drawing. Would you like to do sketch cards? And I'm like, well, sure. I've never drawn a sketch card, but sure. And progressed from there, and now it's 100%. I've stopped advertising editorial several years ago, and it's all cards all the time now. But the illustration freelance full time since 2005.
Amazing.
Jason, are you doing exclusively sketch cards at this point in time, other than obviously working on the comic book?
Well, the last 2 years, this past comic book took almost it was 6, 7, 8 months of, that was my 2022.
And you can tell the work you put into it, that it took that long in a good way.
I've almost, in commissions, I tell people now, I'm like, I would love to, but I can't, honestly.
It's a good problem to have.
I know, it's nice. But the year before that, I did some base card work for it was through Mars Attacks, but it was the Garbageville Kid Mars Attacks pack.
Yeah.
Which
was awesome.
I did everything. I did the wrapper and all 6 paintings.
Yeah.
And, for that, and that was 6+ months of work to do that.
Yeah.
And so the last couple of years has been more base card comic work than the sketch cards. I've almost no company sketch card, very few.
Yeah.
I started limiting what I can do sketch card wise. So it's mostly comic books and some base card paintings at this point.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. And again, it's always good to be busy. When can we expect the next issue of? Not that I'm trying to rush you at this point with everything going on.
If everything goes to plan, February, March of 2023. So at this point, when I get back, I got about a week. I need to finish issue 1. Yeah. And then I bet they'll announce it soon after that.
Sure.
So sometime in probably November, late November maybe. I don't want to rush Dynamite, but they had told me February, March is when they want it released.
Sure.
And so I bet they'll announce it soon.
Just the last thing I'll ask you too is, so obviously you said that you collected when you were younger. Do you still collect garbage buckets now?
I do. More OS. The newer releases, other than the Horribles. I'm a huge horror movie fan, so when that set came out, I did buy some boxes, and I've actually have a couple of the original paintings from that release.
That's awesome.
But I went heavy in that one, but for the most part, I still like to go OS. From when I was a kid, from the 80s. Got one John Pound original I've managed to get from the 80s.
What series?
9. It's the snot gun, the pistol.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that one made it the way to my house.
Yeah.
And it won't go anywhere from there.
No, hope not. I still collect. Not as heavy as a lot of collectors. Not every new release, but I do buy a box for my kids. They like them.
Same with me. That's fun just to rip them with your kids too.
That's what she likes.
Yeah.
Bookworms and the Chrome 4. We bought a box of each, and she liked the Bookworms, my 8-year-old.
Absolutely. And I think it's more geared towards,
if
you read any of those books.
Exactly. So
absolutely.
she understood a lot of those gags from stuff that she knows currently. Where I think maybe the OS4, a lot of, maybe she didn't understand some of those older gags on the TV, so. But yeah, still buy them for my little ones.
That's awesome. Way to do it. Well, Jason, can't thank you enough for your time. We will definitely look forward to the rest of the the Madballs versus GPK comics coming out. And again, phenomenal job, and thank you for being here
Jason,
with
man,
us.
thank you so
very
much
much.
for sitting with us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jason, thank you. Robert Stokes.
I'll let you run this one. Switch with you.
Sure.
Do I still have? Did I throw my drink out? I must have. I must have finished. Can I take a little?
Of course. We haven't said anything bad.
Yeah. Yep,
Robert.
come on over. Nick's going to, in Nick fashion, put that microphone on you. So.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you got it on all right?
Never
got it
mind.
on.
Someone's a techie. Welcome to our live feed. We got Robert Stokes here. Robert, thanks for joining us, brother.
Thanks for
Big
having
fan
us.
of the GPK world, I know.
Yes,
How are you
very
enjoying?
much.
How are you enjoying the con so far?
It's fun, man. So
this
many
your-
cool people.
This is your first one?
Yeah, it is my first one.
Same here. And where did
Yeah.
you travel from?
Houston, Texas.
Amazing. And have you picked up anything while you've been here?
I have grabbed a bunch of autograph cards from some of our favorite artists here, and
Yeah.
I have picked up the show exclusive atom bombs with the set of all the cards. Picked up a mystery box from Get a Grip, and just kind of schmooze, trying to figure out how to spread the money out.
Yeah, makes it
because you
tough.
want it all, but you can't have it all.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And so, what's your main thing that you collect in the GPK world?
I started off OS, I think we all kind of did,
Sure.
chasing the youth and that kind of thing. And then it just kind of bloomed into everything. And I know I'm never going to have everything, but I really like the horror stuff, especially Freddy cards. I kind of started off, I loved the Slasher Asher card back in the day.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
So I try to get everything Slasher I can. And then I've concentrated on finishing up some rainbows of the stuff from the horrible sets and things
Yeah.
like that.
What are you
And-
rainbowing currently?
Oh, too many things.
Too many things?
Yeah.
I don't know that card, Robert.
Yeah. Right now, the one I'm really trying to finish off are Nine Inch Nails and Tack Trent from Battle of
yep,
the Bands.
yep.
And
It
I'm
must
doing
be really difficult to try to finish something that was released.
that old. That's what
Yeah.
I found. And I'm also a glutton for punishment, so I try to double rainbow everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And the autograph is eluding me on that one.
Have you ever
And
seen it come up ever?
I've seen one person post it up, but they were like, no, I have all the metal set, the
Oh,
autographs, and I'm not breaking it up.
And-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say any chromes? Any chromey stuff?
Armpit Brit and Shaggy Aggie are my girl.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
so
That's a kind of off the cuff
exactly.
character. I like that.
And it's one, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I was just, in my youth, I was a little, sexually charged.
Yeah,
or something.
I was gonna say,
Sure,
She's
yeah.
got the bikini.
Robert, where are we going with this one? What are we going to
But,
say about
you
this
know,
card that's like...
OS4 was always kind of one of those sets that, I like certain cards in it, but I never dug that set
Sure.
as much as 3 was kind of that landmark moment for me.
Same with me. Same with me. I completely agree.
And
Yeah.
4 never resounded the same way. And 5 was kind of similar, but then when 6 came out, it really
Recharged
revved me
you.
up.
Yeah,
I liked
see,
a lot of the characters.
It's the opposite for me. I was so much into it 3, 4, 5, and then
Okay.
6 it started kind of
Okay. 7's another
pulling
favorite
back
of
a little
mine.
bit.
That's when I
Yeah.
got back into it. I just happened to be at a. I'm about to lose my mic. I was at a antique mall, and my girlfriend had pulled out a deck. She had a deck of those playing cards.
Yeah.
The GPK playing cards, and I was like, man. I remember those so much, and I even tried to get back into it around 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
It would have been difficult to
I-
find that anywhere.
Well, it was
eBay, right?
eBay, yeah. But it was so amazing. I was just a dummy and didn't jump in like I should have.
Yeah.
I was buying little random lots here and there.
Sure.
I
just
don't
to
think
have a
anybody
few.
at that point was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to go full back
But
into
I was
Garbage
seeing
Pail
like
Kids.
3rd series, 4th series, 5th series boxes, $20
Yeah.
a piece. 2nd series, $50 a piece. The things that are just blow your
Yeah.
mind now. And but so at that antique mall, there was a guy. He had a box, and it was 7 series, and I was like, dang, he's gonna want a bunch for this. 'Cause
Sure, yeah.
every time I would go into those kind of places, everybody valued everything way more than it should be. And he was like, well, it was like, let me tell you, he was like, the guy we bought this from said he opened the packs and took the gum out of all of them and then just put them back in. So we pulled a couple out. Sure enough, all the cards were in there, looked nice. Took it home, and started opening them. And I was like, this seems like a lot of packs. Well, when you take the gum out of them, I guess the guy didn't count. He just stuffed a bunch of packs in there. So there were 63 packs in there.
Oh my God.
So that really, I don't know. He said, I don't know if he was, a visionary and knew that the gum would,
or he
ruin the
loved
cards,
gum and just wanted the gum out of there?
I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of how I,
That's so
dipped
odd.
my feet back in and then, went off the deep end from
I've
there.
never heard of anything like that. Somebody taking the gum out and repacking them back up.
After that, I have seen people selling boxes that they were like, yeah, there's no gum in them, but all the cards are there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe somebody as a kid really liked the gum.
And whenever time you picked up a pack, was it like the flaps
the
were
flaps
open?
were completely open and everything like that. But there was no picking. There were plenty of blasted Billy Twos and Adam Booms in there. The purple banner errors were in there.
Yeah, those are classic.
Yeah.
So I want to shift gears a little bit. Talk about your Freddy that's on your name tag right here.
Okay. Well, I run a YouTube channel.
Yep.
It's
Take
just,
that off.
Which is what
you can
what I'm trying to allude into right here.
Yeah. Let's get it out of there if it'll come out. Here, I'll just give you the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I've actually watched your YouTube channel before I even knew who you were. I've seen
okay.
several different things on there. I'm like, this guy's a lot of good stuff going on. So
Well, I just do it for fun. I mean, I know all of us who do YouTube, we're not trying to get rich off this because
that's funny. Me and Nick are trying to get rich off this. We just haven't gotten there
You
yet.
guys have a way better chance.
Something has to pay for these suits.
And the gold, all the gold. But no, when I got back into this, one of the other driving things, and I'm not a huge Sapphire head, but watching those breaks for Sapphire was just so fun on YouTube.
Absolutely fun.
And I didn't know any of the people on the groups and stuff. I just picked out random videos and watched them. And, that's how I, hit up SPK and Calvert and things like that. Was just from watching random YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And then, they were talking about YouTube. So I was like, not YouTube. They were talking about Facebook. So I was like, hey, let me get on there.
Sure.
And I was like, plus maybe it's a resource. I didn't know how deep the resources went on there. And it was so cool, like finding all these like-minded people. But in watching all those videos, I started, Retro Hero is another guy that, has a pretty big following in Avo. And then kind of out of the blue, I stumbled across Mr. Kimball's stuff. And I just loved his sense of humor and kind of his approach to it. And, I reached out to him because my first few videos are just a cell phone on a cheap tripod and no production value, and not that it has much now, but I'm trying to get better about it. And talked with James, and he kind of said, okay, you need to use this software. He was like, I'll show you how to kind of set it up. And so a lot of what I have I owe to him, and kind of his wisdom and things like that. And I really like the idea he does of showing his face while he's doing it, because we have a lot of people, and I know there are people that are camera shy or just don't want to be on the camera, but I was like, no, I want the people who watch to know who I am, see my facial expressions, all this kind of stuff. So, I just kind of started doing it, and I need to diversify a little more, but everybody likes to see a box get opened and see what magic is in there.
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is the thrill of what could be, the possibilities of what could be in this box. I don't care what you're opening. You're opening OS 1 for some reason. You're hoping to pull an Adam or a Nick. And you're opening Chrome. You're hoping for that purple or red hit. But no matter what it is, and we were talking to a few of the artists before, especially opening boxes with my kids, because they know what we're looking for. And to crack those packs, when my kid pulls an auto or a sketch, it's just, there's nothing like it. I get as excited as they get. But cracking live product, I don't think there's anything better.
My son is 18 now and could care less.
Couldn't care less, absolutely.
When Flashback first came out, that's when I would just go to Target and buy they sold the value packs, the jumbo fatties, whatever you want to call them. And we just bought those trying to build sets, and he was about 10 at the time. Oh, he loved it, Oh, we got a silver one. We got a, whatever, and, let him put them in the binder pages and that's set off. But, now he's 18, he's got girls, he's got video games, he's got, he's thinking about where he's going to go to college and all that stuff. So he doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
The number one thing that takes GPKs out of men's hands is girls.
Yes.
And not because they're taking it away from us, they're just distracting.
Absolutely agree.
But, you know, I really wish he were into it because I don't know what the magic is when kids open packs. They always get the good stuff.
Yeah, my daughter,
You know,
absolutely. My daughter pulled a red. It was incredible.
Oh, my God, that's so awesome.
So tell everybody where they can find your channel if they want to come to watch
go to
it.
YouTube. I'm under GPK Bounty Hunter. You know, it's easy to find. Click subscribe. If you like the videos, like them. If you don't, yell at me. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me how to make it better. I only know if you tell me that.
But
because I only know
after you
what's in here.
subscribe. Subscribe and then tell them everything
Yeah,
you're doing
you
wrong.
want to see how much worse or better I get. You know? But,
I think that's very fair.
You know, it's one of those. It's a love thing. I'm not making money off this. Nobody is. We're doing this because we're having fun, you know? And I'm learning how to video edit as I go along. I have no formal training, remember that. And, you know, so you're not going to see the slickest produced stuff, but I always try to have fun with it. And, you know, because we've all seen somebody open a box of Chrome. And while we're still going to watch that, isn't it so much more fun when you get to see a little bit extra, a little bit more fun,
1,000%.
you know?
1,000%.
So I always try to do that. And, you know, if there's anything you guys want to see opened, let me know. Yeah, I'm not going to get an OS1 box and open it. I'm sorry. But, you know, I have a backlog of stuff. And honestly, it's not because I hoard sealed. It's just because I can only do so many videos and only so much time to do it. So I do have a backlog of stuff. If there's a favorite series you have, let me know. If I have it, I'll, you know, crack it out and you guys can watch it. But yeah, it's a fun thing I like to do, and I hope everybody else enjoys it because that's what it's there for.
Robert, thanks for sitting with us, man.
Appreciate your time so much.
What a pleasure.
Yeah. And thanks for coming all the way down. These guys came from our great northern neighbors.
Well, no, I'm not from Canada.
So
Don't pin that on me.
What? You're not?
He's from Buffalo. It's
well, that's pretty much Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Don't
Here we
you
go.
dare. Don't you
Us
We
Buffalonians
don't want
don't like
Buffalo.
that.
We don't mind the Bills.
I heard you like to jump through tables. I don't know. I've heard that's a thing in Buffalo.
That is a thing in Buffalo. That is for sure.
Cheers,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah, it was
Appreciate
awesome,
your time.
man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you got it.
Boom. Have a great
What a lovely
convention.
guy.
and
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be here all
Yeah,
weekend.
enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Thanks.
I feel like we got to.
You tune in to Robert's fucking channel, people. Like,
I feel like we got to break dance when Stevie comes out here.
nobody wants to see the next guest whatsoever.
So he gets a beer and we don't get beers. We should be able to do this interview with beers.
ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
Are we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling.
We rolling?
You're gonna sit right here.
I don't know if you can handle that.
Stevie Coachella,
What's up, baby?
the man himself, was supposed to come on Friday, ended up working, was supposed to come earlier today, ended up being delayed, was supposed to bring his wife, didn't bring her, didn't do anything he was supposed to do. But he's here
I got
now.
here, though.
Also,
Yeah.
you're tall as fuck. I had no idea. Jesus Christ, you're a tall human being.
Let's start this off though. Before we do anything else, let's talk about the Phillies for about 20 seconds, and then we'll get going on everything.
Yeah. What do you want to know about them?
How do you feel? How do you feel about tonight?
They're definitely winning tonight.
Okay.
I'd like to say that once they win tonight, that they'll be able to get tomorrow. Tomorrow's,
Right.
it's up for grabs. Tonight, I feel it in my heart that they're going to win.
I just wanted to give you some time to get some juju in there, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, and it's like sucks, and it's amazing at the same time that my team is in the World Series tonight.
Right.
But I also had dinner plans. when we booked that 2 months ago, I was
Right.
never thinking, hey, maybe they're going to be
Maybe the
there.
Phillies will be there. No, not a
not
chance.
even close. So that's brutal. That part's brutal. But I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So the biggest thing about this convention, obviously, is the fans getting a chance to interact. People who have told, for lack of better terms, dick jokes to each other for the longest time, so on and so forth. So Stevie is obviously one of everybody's favorite.
I'm Stevie's fan.
I am as well. But Stevie, let me ask you. So other than coming here, obviously meeting everybody was awesome. That's let's go out and party, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
What else when you were here? Is there somebody here you wanted to meet from the convention? Is there something you wanted to buy? What were you looking forward to other than meeting and greeting?
Did you have
other
any
fans?
idea what you were going to see when you got here?
I just wanted to have a good time with people that are my best friends that I've been talking to for 3 years and never met. And people that are outside of the circle are like, so wait, no, what are you doing? You're going to a what? And you're hanging out with who? And I'm trying to explain that to them. They're just looking at me like I'm crazy, but they know I'm crazy already.
Right.
So were just like, only you, bro. Only you. Yeah. Have a good time. Come back alive. All right. Cool.
Is this your first GrossCon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same place.
Yeah. So, I really wasn't looking forward to anything else except for just hanging out with my people.
Oh, Stevie, look what we got! Something to show off. Is this one of your pride and joys?
Yeah, I just bought that from Suye. Yeah. He gave me $75 off.
That's a nice one,
Is that
my
a
friend.
10?
That's a 9.
But
You have a lot of numbers,
I did
right?
get that. Yeah. I'm trying to do the full spectrum of numbers.
Yeah.
And so what you do? What's the lowest number you got?
The lowest one I have is either a 2 or a 3. I still need 1 and either 2 or 3, 4, and a 5. I've got a 5-5, a 6, a 6-5, a 7, all the way up.
And do you know if they exist? Like, is there one
probably
that
have to make. You probably
You
have to
probably have to go out and beat
run
the
them on
shit out of the
concrete.
card, and yeah, no kidding. We can make a one right here.
Do they do like this is too messed up?
Incomplete?
To, yeah, it's like, we
I
can't
don't know.
even grade this. Like,
Do we have somebody here from PSA that can answer this question for it? Probably
welcome,
not.
Steve Grad. Come on up.
Yeah.
There he is.
I love it. Too funny. No, but that's cool you're collecting that. So obviously we're going to party while we're here. Did you buy anything else other than that card since
Nope,
you've been
I've
here?
only been here for half an hour.
I know, that's why. Other than a beer and a card, that's it, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Beer and a card. That's it.
Have you met any of the artists at all yet?
Not today, really. I've met Mark before. I've met Jeff before, but
Yeah.
I was looking forward to meeting Smoking Joe. All of them, Jason, Chad. I mean, I was looking forward to meeting Rory.
Rory is awesome,
Yeah, I
isn't
was
he?
looking forward to meeting Rory. But I mean, I got to hang out with. I mean, he's not an artist, but Mark Akubian. He came and saw. He came out from California
Yeah.
to Philly Non-Sport.
Yeah.
In May, and it was just so. It was just such a surprise, and he's so cool.
He is
He's a good
so lovely.
Yeah. Because he's from the
Lovely.
beach in California.
Oh, so it's just like
he's just like no
So
worries,
then what's
brah.
Mike's excuse? He's
No
from
worries.
California and he's
from Northern Cal.
Intolerable.
He's from
half the time.
Oaktown.
That's the issue, right?
You know, there's a big difference.
Because I don't ever want to hang out with people from his area.
It's
let me
like-
tell you.
You know, the beach or it's what? I was gonna say gangsta. Gangsta.
And not a baseball team anymore. Aren't you?
For now.
Oh, what's the
Two
other
baseball
one?
teams? Oh, well, that's a crop. You're gonna wait. Dude, your Oakland card just got revoked. We have two. We have two.
Are we talking Northern California or are we talking Oakland? We're talking Oakland, obviously.
Whatever.
They have the Warriors too.
Yeah.
Even though they're called Golden State Warriors, it's supposed to be for the whole
San
state.
Francisco, yeah. So Stevie, let's switch gears real quick. Let's talk about what have you been cracking lately, GPK wise.
Are you doing breaks or breaks coming up? Or
No,
no,
dude, I've been very boring because I've been saving every penny to come here. And the only thing I've been cracking really is Chrome 4 here and there. I actually had a Sapphire 2-box pack because Jerry and Luis and all, we were all going to crack some Sapphire tonight. But Jerry's daughter got sick and he had to leave last night.
Yep, I heard
so
that.
I like at the last second I didn't have a lot of room and I was just like,
I brought 2 boxes of Chrome 1. I don't know why, but for the heck of it.
Are we gonna get a little tipsy?
He already sold them.
You already sold them?
I sold one
on eBay.
Not 2.
Oh, on eBay? From here?
Just happened to ding on his phone.
Live during the show, I sold one on eBay.
Have you picked up any new Sapphire Stevies? Stevies in the last while?
All the people that are holding on to the Reds, that's the only, I mean, I know I'm probably never going to get the Papa. The people that are holding on to the Reds are clinching
What, do you have
them.
the other colors?
I have everything else.
You should. You have purple and
I
gold
have
and
everything.
wow.
I had 2 of everything. I mean, 2 of the big ones, and then once you get down to like orange, green, and teal, I had like 30 teals.
For no reason at all.
14 or 15 greens.
Yeah.
And 10 oranges. And then, you know, I had 2 of the other ones, but Edgerly, my man Edgerly just walked in the building.
Oh, yeah.
He has it red. He won't let that go.
He won't let that go, really.
And then everybody else paid
I don't know about
$2,500
that
for
guy.
their Reds. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I got a family to feed. Shit.
Yeah. They got mouths to feed, I understand.
It's like, dude, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, if I did have that red, what would I do with it? Okay, I'd put one of those nine and hang it on the wall.
Yep.
And That's it.
That's
That's it.
Yeah.
What do any of us do
So
with
it's
any of
like-
our
It's
shit?
not going to tell you I love you and I'm so proud of you every time you walk in the door from work.
And in
so,
fact, that's
you know.
even doing more with the cards than some of us do. Like I've got a Red
it in a
Nasty
box.
Nick. It's sitting in a binder.
Well, at least you can go. At least you can flip through it.
And do you know how so excited my guests are when I'm like, guys, take a look at my red. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
You should
with
have
these
seen
stickers.
when I busted out when my friends were over and they're like really into, they're like pretending like they're really into GPK. I'm like, yeah, you're into that? You should check out my Dutch set. And they're like, what are you even talking about? What?
Foreign,
Wait,
bro.
This is what? I'm like, yo, if it ain't foreign, it's boring.
Do you even foreign, my guy?
That's what Luis always says to me. Where is Luis, by the
He's
way?
a gentleman that no matter what, we cannot get him in front of the fucking camera.
He's not a camera guy.
Yeah, he's
floating
one of the most
around here.
outgoing people to chit chat with.
Yeah, but how many photos have you seen of him online?
in fact-
until this weekend.
Never seen his face.
Because
until
it's
this-
Amber from like 50 yards away taking like.
He introduced himself, and then I was
You're
like,
like, oh.
I'm like, that can't be. He's introduced himself as Luis, and I'm like, can't be Thompson. Like this can't be Thompson. He walked away, and I'm like, fuck this. He's the first guy I ever actually talked to in the whole GPK world. And so, anyways, we can't get him on the screen. Doesn't matter.
What are you going to do?
The whole foreign market's gonna crash thanks to him, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, Steve, thanks for sitting with us, dude.
Yeah, what are we doing
I'm
tonight?
not going anywhere.
What's
So
the
we can
plan
just keep
for
this
tonight?
going.
So, I don't know if anybody's even watching. to
Nobody
begin
is
with.
watching.
Yeah, what are we doing tonight?
Like I said, from 5 to 8, I'm indisposed. I'm going to Circa. If you guys want to come to Circa, I'm going to watch the Phillies game. After that, it's on.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock, like, I'm really happy that we're not on the East Coast because the games start at 8 and they're over at like close to midnight. And then it's like, you know, we're old. You know, most of these people will be turning in by 12. I'll be getting going at 12.
Yeah, I hear you,
Okay?
man. I hear you.
I will be ramping it up.
Us East Coast guys need to stick together, though.
Yeah.
We get it.
I'm ramping it. I've been up since, like I said, 4:20 in the morning. And we're gonna, I did pass out a little bit on that plane.
Yeah.
Both planes.
It's tough to sleep on a plane. It really is.
You sleep like this.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was going like this. Or you can like talk to the person next to you and be like, "Yeah, you want to go head to head?"
Yeah.
Or be like, can I use your lap there for a second?
But the first flight was awesome. There was a dude. There was nobody in the middle. There was a dude sitting on the other seat that reminded me of my brother. So we're just sitting there shooting the shit. He's wearing a Philly shirt. We're just talking, having a good time. But like, I was able to just be like, because if I sit straight in one of those seats, the metal.
Yeah.
We had the same thing. Who did you fly with?
I had two
American.
seats. I was trying to lay down like this, and it was like,
So were you guys? Did you guys fly together from
Yeah.
somewhere?
I drove
Do you guys
down-
live together now?
No,
Okay.
no, just
Not
like
yet?
each
you
other.
can be honest with them at this point.
Yeah, well, I'm
Anyway,
the bottom,
no.
he's the top. But
Yeah.
no, I drove in from Toronto.
Power bottom or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We drove in from
They
Toronto.
exert the most power.
You're not a real man unless you can do it powerfully.
Right.
Sorry. Sorry,
Whoever's
everybody.
watching, we apologize.
all 18 people, if we're lucky. No, I drove in from Toronto.
Okay.
He's
What do you
only-
mean drove in?
Him and I are an hour.
he drove to
Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah.
We're,
Oh yeah, you got
we're only an hour and 20 minutes away from each
nothing.
other.
We didn't nothing. That's fine. These things
no.
are
We're only an hour.
start to play the.
Get
Well, yeah,
out
like,
of there.
nobody cares about your travel, my guy. Anyways, we're gonna
Wait,
bring.
how far are you guys?
I'm an
from each
hour
other?
and 20 minutes away from each other.
Oh, dude, that's no
So
wonder why
I've
you guys are
come down a
always
few times, yeah.
holding hands on camera.
Yeah, we are. Don't be jealous.
I am kind of jealous.
Guys, we're gonna bring Stevie on tomorrow too because he's gonna be
So today,
hungover.
We're actually going to have a breakdance
So-
contest tomorrow, so
So
with beer.
please take a snapshot of what this looks like right now.
Yeah.
And then by tomorrow,
We'll be sitting like we're on a plane.
I'm gonna be sitting like Nick, with my legs crossed, my head down,
I'm not gonna be like.
All right, Stevie, you're out of here. It's been
and
fun.
then we're gonna be talking about the Phillies going to Game 7.
Yep, let's do it.
Love you guys.
Love you, bro.
Brother, talk to you in a few.
Yep. Peace.
What is this?
Whoa!
Our very own fanny pouches. I didn't even know. We got OS2 group blue. We got OS1 purple.
Fanny pouches.
Yellow, pink,
Thanks,
whatever
man.
color it is. And guys, you can
Purchase these.
purchase these bad boys. We
Yeah.
got them in different packs.
They're pretty awesome.
They're pretty
in fact,
amazing.
I'm gonna open it up and wow, pouches and everything in here. So no, these are actually awesome, guys. So
we
grab
got
some of our
another
merchandise.
guest. Are you gonna come join us?
Sure.
Please.
Yeah.
Like me too. Okay. Hello.
Hello. You're going to have to introduce yourself to all of us.
Okay, I'm Chad Shears.
Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to
What a
meet you
plus.
guys.
Thanks for sitting with us, Chad.
Well, thanks for having me.
Okay. Is this your first Gross Con?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Tell me.
No, 4 or 5. I did Circus and the Orleans and Westgate and this one, and then the Cannery. So yeah, what is that? 5, 4? I lost count.
And where do you live?
I live in Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
Gotcha.
good. And so now, somebody's going to come to Gross Con. They
Yep.
come to your table. What are they going to see?
Going to see a lot of stickers and prints, original artwork.
Oh, we got some up right now.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my sketch covers that I did on the Garbage Pail Kids Origins book that Jeff Zapata worked on.
Amazing.
Yes, I've
And,
seen that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I just buy the blank sketch covers and make up my own characters
Yeah.
on there. So that's my Count Bomula. I love the old serial characters. So.
Yeah, big time. Big time. And so are you a fan of, I guess you are, got to be somewhat of a fan of GPK, but did you ever collect back in the day?
I never did because
Okay.
by the time the GPK came out, I was already in high school. So I was into other things.
Yeah.
You know,
High school things.
beer
yes.
and women and
Yeah,
stuff,
which
you know. Yeah.
generally that's where a lot of us collectors fade from the
Yeah.
GPK world. Is when
Yeah,
those
I
women
collected
come in.
wacky packages because I was a kid of the 70s. So my thing was the wacky packages, and that's what I work on for Tops now. I do some final art for wacky packages. I did 5 last year. I've done 5 this year, and then I do sketch cards for the Garbage Pail Kids.
Amazing.
So, but I love GPK. It's fun, but I'm a wacky packages guy because that's what I had when I was a kid.
How did Tops find you? How did you find Tops?
There was a post on Facebook back in 2014, 13 or 14, and they said they were bringing back the ugly stickers, which I loved as a kid, you know, and so I just wrote them an email and said, I draw ugly monsters, and sent them a bunch of samples of my work. And forgot about it, and a couple months later they sent me an email and said, hey, you want to come work for us and do these ugly stickers? And it was an artist on demand thing where people could go on and pick an artist and have them draw a sketch card for them.
Okay.
So I did that, and then that went away, and I just started drawing GPKs and sending them in, and a couple years later they had me start working on the GPK sets, and that was the Apple Pie was the first set that I worked on.
Okay.
And then
That's awesome.
will you have contributed to every single set from that point forward?
Everyone except for the Crashers. I don't know why I never get the invite to work on Crashers, but all the other ones, yes.
Yeah, which is weird because I think your style would fit Crashers very
too.
well, to be honest
Yeah,
with
I
you,
wish
from everything
so.
I've seen that
Yeah.
you've done. So
Yeah, because I do that old Hot Rod Ed Big Daddy Roth
Right,
type work.
right.
And I actually used to work for Ed Roth right before he died back in 2000.
Oh, no kidding.
So yeah, and so that is my style, but for some reason I never get the invites for that. I don't know why.
interesting.
Yeah.
So you share. I have such almost an unhealthy obsession with the cereal monsters, especially the General Mills cereal monsters. Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry,
Fruit Brute,
Fruit Brute.
Yummy
that came back out this year.
Yes.
Absolutely. Go ahead. So I am like, you know, they will come out, and I've got 2 kids, 10 and 12. So they will come out, and the second they hit the shelves, I have probably 5 or 6 friends that will text me, okay,
Yes.
they're out, go. And I will buy probably 7 or 8 of one box, and we will make those last through the year until they come out again.
Right.
So, but there's something so classic and so nostalgic about the General Mills
Yes.
monsters in particular
And
that I can't get enough
I
of.
love it. In the past few years, they went back to the old retro boxes.
Yep.
But did you like this year's boxes? Did you get any
No,
of those?
yeah, of course I did. Yeah,
They're
they were
like
a
wearing
little
earmuffs or something.
Yeah,
What is
they
that?
were a
Yeah.
little funky. That's for sure.
Yeah, everyone says they're bones, but even why do they have bones?
I don't know. They definitely looked a little funky, but I'm going to continue to get them anyway.
Yeah.
I went as far as to going on Etsy. So I have a cereal nook. This is how
Right.
serious I am about my cereal nook, and I'll show you pictures later. And I actually went on Etsy and I got these 3D cutouts of Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula that I have that light up over the top of my
Nice.
cereal nook. So
Very cool.
when I say I get it and I understand it, you know,
Yeah.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Loving Universal Monsters. I think just Universal Monsters and GPK and a lot of that world just go so hand in hand.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Frankenstein fan. Do
Yeah.
you have a favorite monster?
The Wolfman probably, but
Okay.
yeah, all the Universal monsters were my favorite when I
Yeah,
was a kid.
yeah.
I loved all of them. So, and I was raised on the sugar cereals and the cartoons.
Yep.
And everyone says that sugar stunts your growth, but I'm 6'6" and I ate a lot of it. Twinkies and Count Chocula was my diet. So yeah, didn't affect me any. So.
Yeah, and you can see that obviously in a lot of your work, that influence. That's for sure, which is very cool.
Yeah, heavily 60s and 70s because that's what was around. I was in the tail end of that whole monster craze from the 60s because I was born in '69. So all throughout the 70s, there was it was the Munsters,
yep.
and the Munster serials, and then the Universal Monsters were coming on Saturday afternoons
Yeah.
on TV, back when we had 3 channels, and we watched what was there.
Right, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Chad, can you tell us what we're seeing right now?
That is another sketch cover that I did of my favorite clown, Captain Spaulding, and that was after an original that Brent Engstrom did for the Garbage Pail Kids set. That's just another sketch. That's the book that Jason Crosby illustrated, and that was a green sketch cover. They had white sketch covers and green sketch covers. So I got a bunch of those, and that's just one that I drew out the other day.
From one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know if you're a fan.
Oh, yeah.
And Captain Spaulding passing away somewhat recently.
Yeah, I got to meet him at Crypticon in Seattle one year, and he was really great. He said, "Come sit down," and we sat and we talked about Creature from the Black Lagoon and stuff, and he was really a cool guy.
I heard he's very polarizing.
Yeah,
so.
and the first time I ever saw him was in Electra Woman and Dinah Girl, the Croft series, back when I was a kid. So I've been a fan, and he's always the bad guy.
Yep.
If you watch like old episodes of Fantasy Island or something, he's always the bad guy, or Starsky and Hutch, or Fall Guy or whatever. Anytime there's a bad guy, that was Sid Haig.
Yeah, Sid Haig was something else.
He was
that's
awesome,
for sure.
yes.
And very distinguished. That's for
I
sure.
think Mike's pulling up something else.
Yeah,
on the
let's
camera.
see what we got here.
What do we got?
Just a couple of sketch charts that I drew up today. There's a Donald Trump and Erie Eric.
That's awesome.
I didn't bring my colors with me. You can see I've just been doing black and grays.
Yeah.
But that's a blue background on the thing.
And some blue. I had some blue and red with me, but I didn't bring it because normally I do full color sketches.
Sure.
But I didn't bring all my pens with me because I was on a plane. So I just, that's kind of what I did. So a couple that I sketched out today while I've been sitting there.
Yeah, they look awesome. So,
Thanks.
When is the last thing you worked on with Topps?
Probably would be the September Wacky Packages online sets. I had one card in that, one base card that I did the artwork for, and then in August I had 2 cards, and July I had 2 cards in that one. Okay. And then as far as sketch cards go, I think the last thing I probably worked on was Bookworms, Garbage Pail Kids Bookworms.
Gotcha, and I did see some of yours out of Bookworms.
And I worked on Vacation too, but no one's seen those yet because they've been sitting somewhere for 2 years.
We've got what? Somewhere into 2023 we'll actually see those. But
if we ever, who
that's
knows?
been obviously as frustrating probably as it is for us fans, you sketch artists too, because that's how you get your name out there, notoriety. You want people to see your sketches.
Yeah, and we need those blanks because that's how we make our money. So I recently, last couple months ago, I sold a Bookworm sketch that was the shaped one that was shaped like the book. Did a Donald Dumpty Trumpty on there.
Yep.
Sold for $600 on eBay.
I mean, that's
and I'm like,
unreal.
why is somebody paying $600? Because it was Donald Trump, I guess.
Yep.
And then I did a triptych with Atom Bomb and a bunch of other characters on there, and it went for $700.
Yeah.
I'm like, people used to pay $50 to $100, and I was happy with that. Now they're paying $500, $600, $700 for my sketch cards.
You fucking deserve it, Chad. You deserve it.
And I'm glad because it helps pay the bills. So
Hell yeah.
No,
and so what do we got on the screen now?
Oh, those are just a few lighters. I saw Bic was making lighters, and they were charging a ridiculous amount, so I just went and bought my own lighters and put stickers on them. Because that's all they're doing anyway.
No, those are cool looking.
Those are super cool.
Yeah, I just take my stickers, and actually I've only got maybe 3 or 4 of those left. I had 50 of them 3 weeks ago, but I've done 3 shows now, and that's what I got
Well,
left,
I grabbed this from the GPK and Wacky Warehouse.
Yeah.
They've still holding on to a few of those.
Yeah, everybody comes by, and I charge $4 for a lighter, and everybody grabs a lighter. A lot of times the kids will get them, and I go, nah, you don't need that. And and if they're older, I say, what are you going to do with that? And they go, I'm going to light a candle. No, you're not. I know what you're going to do with that.
And so I don't know if this question's already been answered. What are you working on now?
I don't really have anything going right now. Just whatever comes to mind. I like that. I can wake up every day and draw what I want.
But I also feel like in your world, it may be silent, on. All of a sudden, it's like, we need this thing in 24 hours.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So it's almost good to be available?
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like I'll get, Topps will come around and say we need 50 Wacky Packages sketch cards and we need them in 2 weeks or whatever. So I can do that. Or I get other companies. I work for Dynamite and Cryptozoic. I just did a Boglins set for Dynamite. So Boglins,
That's awesome. I remember.
I haven't heard the word Boglin in a long time.
Yeah, they're bringing back the Boglins.
I did see something on that the other day. I remember you put your fingers in there and you make them. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Did they come in? Was it that or the Mad Balls that used to come in a box that looked like they were in a crate?
case? Yeah, that was the
them,
Boglins.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had great packaging.
Yeah, it was very cool. Great stuff.
All right, so you're just sitting tight now. You get to breathe a little bit until somebody comes and bombards you with something else that you got to do in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I've got a few commissions lined up as always, and then but nothing, no deadlines right now, so that's nice.
Chad, thank you so much for sitting with us.
Yeah, look forward to seeing what's coming next for me, that's for sure, and love your style, Chad. Thank you for taking some time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Okay,
pleasure.
thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks,
All right,
man.
have a good one. Thank you. There you go. You want the microphone?
And guys, I kind of think this wraps it up until Mike tells us that's not the case. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna open Mike's box.
Mike is allowing us to open up his blind box.
So, if you guys don't know or you haven't watched up until now, the way the blind box works from Get a Grip.
Look up there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hi. The way the blind box works from Get a Grip is essentially there is a bunch of different items in here. You are going to have a card in here, and if the card has number 85 on it, you're going to win this super, super sexy gold skateboard, which I don't see up there now. So did somebody win it already?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, we're going to open this right now and see what happens.
All right. Ryan, will you do the pleasure?
Yeah, I'll do the ripping. All right.
In all fairness, these guys won't see. I've seen everything. Mark, come sit with us while we open this. Mark Akubian, everybody. Like, you don't know who the hell he is. He's
Holy cow, Mike. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Is there something special for 3? Mike's got
make me laugh?
the cheap bag.
Remind me, I want to get a pair of the undies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Surprise for the wife.
Love it.
Basketball, foam finger,
Bag.
poster, signed.
Oh, what? See what wheel you got at least. Maybe. Barf and Bar. Sign. Of course it's signed.
More importantly, Mark's here, guys. Guys, if you don't know Mark, I don't know if you've even traded a card once on the website, because you help everybody out. You are such a good fan of the brand. I'm so happy to meet you. Mark, where did you come in from?
Orange County.
And you started collecting GPKs when?
When I was a kid.
And
in 85, 86.
And then as an adult, when did you start?
Probably about 5-6 years ago, maybe like 8 years ago. I think one of the new series that was in one of the retail shops.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? It wasn't Chrome 1, was it? Would you start
it
that
was
far
after
back?
that. No, it was after that.
See, I think we all went through the same
And
thing,
I
Mark.
randomly they still make the damn things.
Right.
And I was really excited, and I got a few. But I had other priorities, and I was busy, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone has told you that story. I mean, we all got reconnected, I feel like, to the hobby. And, we went through that box that was in Mom's garage.
Yeah, did you find your old stuff?
Yeah, so Mom always had the cards, and she sent them back with me, and they kind of stayed in the box for a few years, honestly. And then a few years ago, COVID hit, and I opened up those boxes.
And the nostalgia just took over.
Exactly. I had all my baseball cards in there.
Right.
And I was going through those to try to see if, I had missed something when I was younger, I had time.
Yeah.
But I noticed there was like a big stack of my original GPKs.
And where did you have Series 1 on in there?
It was 2
Yeah.
on. I take that back. I probably had like 15 Series 1 cards.
Yeah.
All bent,
Oh, they were all
rounded.
Nobody's got Gem Mint 10s from back in the day.
Finding those and, knowing what you did with them.
Yeah.
Because you remember some of those days,
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, when you see how frayed and the corners are all rounded, you're like, this has 1,000 stories attached to it.
Exactly. I mean, very close friendships. And I think that's a big part of it. I'm not, just...
Maybe for you, Mike.
Yeah, a lot of relationships.
GPK love.
What have you picked up at the con so far?
Oh man, I've gotten a few things. a few sketches.
Oh,
What's this right here?
Yeah, and I had a few. I got a few other items.
What is this?
This is from Eddie Rhodes.
Oh, Eddie, wonderful guy.
And he did this set, and so basically it's the top 50 collectibles. And so there's like, some GPKs, there's coins in there, there's like currency. But we can open it up. You want to open it up?
Who is that from? I'm sorry.
Eddie Rhodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's run a
It's
crack.
just got, and he's got some sketch cards in there and stuff, and there's like redemption stuff.
You want him to?
But it's
don't you want to keep it for your seal thing?
I was gonna open it.
Oh, okay.
And I told him I'd go and show him what was in there because he said I might have
Give him like
questions.
a minute to set that up, and then we'll.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see what's in there.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'd seen him for a while, and I kind of wanted one, just knowing that there's cool shit in there. And so he had one at his table, and I grabbed it. So
Eddie's a really cool guy. I'll tell you what, I
so warm.
I had never met him before, and I just recently started seeing some of the work that he did.
Yeah.
He had a couple sketch cards that were patches over there that were really, really awesome looking. We hope we get a chance to talk to him tomorrow. He's working on Vidiot's project, which is very cool. I went over and purchased a few things from him, but really just an outstanding guy who's working on a lot of really fun things right now, I feel like.
He is, and I got a sketch card from him as well, which you'll see here in a minute.
Well, Mike, do you want us to walk up there and open it up in front of that camera?
Yep.
Yeah, this is from Chad Shears.
Yeah,
God, that is
just
awesome.
I showed
talked to
you.
him.
Yeah.
That is awesome looking.
Yeah, I don't have any comic sketch covers.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I go, that's gonna be my first one.
Even for people
and he
who
had it done. I could have had him draw me something, but that spoke to
I
me.
love
You
that.
can see the brush marks of the paint and stuff. It's
Yeah, you saw it, right?
I'm actually going to stand up and take a look at this
look
closer.
close. You can see like the oil paint is awesome.
That is so different. That is
Isn't
awesome.
it awesome?
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that with us. That's for sure. That's part of the cool thing is people who didn't get out here and can't get out here to buy anything.
Yeah.
At least look at some of the things that were available here and the things that people were able to pick up.
Yeah, and right next to him is Jason, who did the actual comic book inside. So I'm gonna have him sign it as well.
I had him sign mine as well.
You can only do that here, you know.
Absolutely. It's worth coming to these things. I'm telling you.
What do we got here?
Oh, this is the sketch from Eddie Rhodes, right here.
Nice work, Eddie. Nice work.
I love that.
Yeah. So I have been looking for the autographed version of this card since that set came out.
Yeah.
And I finally just said, forget it, I'm not gonna find it. I'll keep looking, but I knew Joe was here, so I brought the card. Actually, I didn't have a spare one laying around anymore because I sent all my extras. I sold them all.
Can I tell you that I specifically remember from my Chrome 3 set, I put together a black and white set.
Yeah.
You gave me and sold me the Joe Blow black and white.
Yeah, black and white. So I pulled this one out of my base set. It's in the binder. I pulled it out and I brought it.
That's a really smart move, man.
Yeah,
because that's really cool.
I could get one of those. So, Ad Rock just showed me the progress on the sketch that I'm having done for the rainbow.
That's awesome.
So
What other
it's gonna
cards
be
do you
sick.
have? What other cards do you have for it? Then?
Well, I have all of them.
Even super?
No, well, this is not Chrome, right? This is 35th.
No, that's right. This is 35th. Okay.
35th.
Now I'm getting the characters and the series mixed up now. Okay, gotcha.
But it is they had Chrome in Chrome 3. There's Joe Blow. This one was a little different because it had all the gum and stuff.
Yeah,
over
right.
it.
They do a little bit of spin on a lot of the newer series.
There's a bunch of Joe Blows. I think there might be another one in that set too. If I'm not
Who do you mainly collect? What is your... Or do you kind of skip around a little bit?
I do.
Yeah.
Of course.
Give me a couple characters.
I have to have the Mark Barks.
Right, yep.
If I had one to choose, it'd be that. But so many.
Yeah.
you know.
Should we try to
all
open
of
this thing
them.
up and see what it's in there?
Do we want to let Mark come up and open that at the table right
Yeah,
there?
like a
so we
You
can
want to
kind
just
of
do it?
yeah.
Do it real quick.
Open it from behind.
Yeah, that way we can see everything.
Yeah.
Open it like this.
Yeah.
So we have something sharp to. I can probably. I got it.
The sharp one.
Oh, I think I. Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, what was the cost of this?
100.
I bet there's some awesome stuff in here.
I know there is.
The fact he did these boxes are awesome. I mean, they're
Yeah,
really well
I
done.
think he collabed with someone. It's all C's Collectibles is the guy I think that he worked with.
Gotcha.
He has a shop, so there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, let's take a peek.
So right on top we get it.
Yeah, that's
All right,
his
let's see what we got
card.
here.
And
Which
his
is-
business card.
If you used to collect football like me back in the day, that was
Yeah.
what? That was
This is a
score
score.
88,
Score,
87,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders rookie card.
89,
Just
I
toss it
don't
right
know.
here.
I don't know how wide angle this
Oh, we can see it.
shot is.
Oh wow! So there's a bunch of packs in here.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
let's get to it. It's enough for all of us.
I feel like Eddie should be over
So
here to talk about these as
I
we
know,
open them.
and he has a few of these left. So, oh, that's not a good way to open it.
We'll talk to him tomorrow.
Were those
Yeah.
scissors?
No.
I'm gonna fuck this card.
Keep opening. I'll be right back.
It's best if I cut.
Yeah.
through. Will it open like this?
Oh, we're gonna see if the GPK wacky
Oh, here we go.
warehouse has it.
I didn't want to cut through the cards. Sorry about the dead space.
Oh my goodness, we've been doing it all day long. It doesn't even matter.
You guys added all that out? Or?
There you go.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Let's see what we got going.
All right, put them across the top.
And Mark, if you want to sit down in the chair.
Tell Eddie next time he does these boxes to make his packs a little bit easier to open.
You know, it's probably for the best. And I'm just weird about opening them,
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
perhaps. So the 50.
So he's got a lot of mashups, that's for sure. So obviously that's going to be a Jawa Star Wars.
Yeah, so Star Wars figures,
Yep.
very collectible. Stamps. I mean, this is probably a rare stamp. Is that like the first Batman?
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
cool.
Or
Very
one
retro
of?
looking.
And there's a sketch, see?
Oh man.
Got a sketch? I want to look at the sketch.
Isn't that the character your daughter likes or
It
what?
looks like a Japanese character of some sort.
So it says what it is.
Insta tattoo.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, we'll find out.
We will ask him.
Rad.
But that's cool. Right off the bat.
He said to come see him. And if you collect hockey cards,
Yeah, that's a Gretzky
you know,
rookie right
it
there.
looks like the Wayne. It's an ode to the Wayne Gretzky
Love it.
rookie.
That is cool.
I have one of those.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is it Topps or OPG?
I think it's OPG.
Yeah, that's the expensive one. Good
I
for
think it's
you.
OPG, but it's an authentic. It's not. I didn't put a grade on it.
Gotcha, okay.
Just because it's not great.
Yeah.
It's good, but
Still
it's
a cool
not-
card to have, that's
I
for
didn't
sure.
want to get like a 7 or
Yeah,
a 6.
right, yeah.
So each card talks about what it is. This is the first edition Blue Eyes White Dragon PSA 10.
Oh, from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know how we say that.
Well,
I never.
One of
like,
us got it
you know.
right.
You see? All right, let's get another pack here. You guys can do it too.
No, you don't.
I'll open a pack here, very carefully. So they will not open with the tab?
I don't know. They might. I just didn't want to rip them. They might work well.
Yeah, actually, if you're very careful, I think you can.
Probably.
No, I'm going to use the scissors.
Yeah, here.
Honestly. Because it's hard to break out of here. But anytime anybody wants to bring packs on and break them live, I'm all for it.
Sweet.
That is for sure. Okay.
Thundercats.
Yeah, so we got a nice blend of everything here. This is a cool
It's
set.
anything that's collectible, basically.
Yeah. The Wheat Penny. Yep.
Wheat Penny. You know that one.
Jim Brown, yep.
Look at that.
And then we got Sonic.
I think he was saying that the owner of the shop that he did the set with, he like picked stuff in his shop that were like the top 50 things, and that's how they
That's
did
awesome.
it.
Okay, I'll show what I have off here.
Yeah.
All right, we got another stamp. Got the Han Solo blaster, obviously. Got Ninja Turtles. Some kind of flower right there. And I believe this is, Joe Louis. So again, based on old boxing cards. So very cool. Put this together. Definitely a real different set. They're very cool concept.
That's the first Superman.
Yep, where he picks up the car.
DC Comics Action Comics number 1.
You got Ric Flair right there next. That is awesome. That's a cool looking card right there, that's for sure. I love it. Jim Brown, again.
Yeah, I think there's some dupes.
Yep.
Bound to have some.
What do you think? Want to do one more pack?
One more pack's good.
Okay. One more.
I love it. Then we'll let you take the rest of these home, Mark, and enjoy opening them in the privacy of your own home.
Oh, I think he's still going to open the rest.
Oh, okay.
That's just what Mark does.
That's the way Mark rolls.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to leave him up like that now.
Let me grab this stuff out of here for you, Mark. Oh, that's a new one.
There you go, nice.
Mark, is there odds on a sketch out of here at all, or no?
Yeah, there's like three pieces of art coming out of
That
this.
is awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we're talking.
Yeah, I mean,
that is.
we all know who this is.
Jumpman Jordan Carrot.
Who's that?
Wow.
That's Jordan rookie 86 Fleer. Yeah, 86 Fleer PSA 10. Pop 321.
Would be a Gordie Howe. I was gonna guess 67. What's the year on the back of that?
51.
51?
Yeah.
Wow, I was a little off on that.
Well, they're old.
Mark, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank you for coming.
Dude,
Joining us,
thanks for grabbing me out from there.
Dude,
Cool.
you're a highlight here.
Appreciate it.
And thanks for opening up.
Yeah, we appreciate all your guys' content.
Yeah.
You know, on behalf of all of us collectors. So
Thanks, Mark. That
We're
means a lot.
fellow collectors, just talking to other collectors.
yeah, right on. Cool.
So I know you guys want to wrap up, but we have a little special thing that we can do together. And Clint from Wacky Warehouse gave us this stuff to open up live.
That's awesome.
So let's get cracking.
I love it.
And let's show what this stuff is. It is a blaster chrome
Thank you,
4.
Clint.
Thanks, Clint.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think we get to keep the cards unless it's a super. And so what else do we have? We have some food fight packs, some ENS 3, 2015, yeah. And so we got some good stuff here.
All right, so let's leave this one to last.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
each
yeah.
grab a pack of food fight.
Absolutely.
Mark, you can grab something too and open it up.
You may as well join us, my friend.
Yeah.
Nice. Got a brand new Series 3 pack.
Hey guys, I think what we'll do is any kind of hits at all that you have of any kind we'll show.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I got a green here.
Yeah, throw the greens in here.
And any card you really like. I like this one because I don't really like armpit hair on women, but If it's pasta, I'm okay with that.
Come up with this shit.
I'm okay with that.
All right, I just opened a BNS3.
It's so fun to see die cut again, eh?
Right,
I love
completely
it.
agree.
This is a great. I like this card.
Isn't that great?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a beautiful
this
card.
card?
Let me get this armpit curl out of here. Wow.
Cool.
All right. I'm gonna
And
bust
so-
open one of these.
Yep, bust that open. So, GPK,
It definitely is.
Wacky
I've always
Warehouse.
loved this
Don't,
card
I
right
told
here.
people
the
whatever
Bony
you say,
Jody's
don't tell
great, that's
Scott
for sure.
Calvert.
But this Galileo, always thought that was
Yeah, I
cool
can
as a
see
card.
that.
2015.
So you can find Wacky Warehouse
Oh,
on
Mark, look
eBay.
what I found. I know it's not, but it's another Joe Blow.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of variations of that guy.
Oh, I like Dull Dorothy. She's cool. And then we got a black Snake Samir. So Clint operates mostly on eBay. And if you know him from the forums or Messenger or whatever, if you find something on eBay, you can always contact him and buy it off of eBay.
Anna Meyer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Enjoy your
Clint was
dinner.
letting us know to just email him. Email him, message him wherever you can find him.
Exactly.
And he'll totally take care of you.
Yeah, he will. And he has hooked me up with some really important things. Not just, what the latest and greatest is. I bought 8 full sheets from him
Oh, wow.
to complete my collection of uncut sheets.
Do you have 1 through 15 now?
I don't have 15. I have 1 through 14.
He had, what, 6 to 14 or something?
He had a bunch. He had, like, the teens, and yeah. So he really hooked me up.
Hey guys, here we go.
And his collection is amazing when you start getting into it. If you're looking for rare things, just hit him up. So we have on the screen here, we have GPK and Wacky Warehouse, their logo.
Because it's chrome, I'm gonna do it like this.
Yeah, we're gonna be careful with the fingers on here, which drives me nuts, but
Hey, try opening it on toilet, right?
Traveling Travis. There he lives.
Oh, there's something underneath that one.
Oh my God. I got an atomic.
So did Mark.
Nice. Yeah.
What?
Look at that. Matchy matchy.
I got just a plain refractor, Reese pieces.
Nice.
Hey, Clint, again, thank you so much for letting us.
Yeah, appreciate you letting us
dip into some
Totally.
cards.
break those open, Clint. You
It's
would
the
have.
nicest thing you could do to a bunch of collectors.
Always a lot of fun, that's for
Always
sure.
comes
one more.
through with the
Oh,
good
there's
stuff.
one more. I'm going to open
And that's
it.
got the super in
It's
it.
got the super in it for sure.
Imagine if it had a super. Okay. And we got an atomic.
All right, swollen.
3 atomics out of a blaster is not bad.
Not bad.
Good.
I agree. Mark, again, thank you so much
Mark,
for
thank you
hanging
joining
with
us,
us.
bro.
This was so fun.
Yeah,
And for
definitely
the
a good
people
time.
that are watching
Thank
us, we will be back tomorrow. We will talk to more artists. We will talk to more fans.
Yeah,
We'll
and,
still be wearing our suits for the 3rd day in a row.
and there's a chance we might be streaming live tonight from Nick and Ryan's bedroom. It'll be on a different channel,
Yep, I'm not saying no to that yet.
right?
Check our link tree to find that channel.
Thanks again, Clint and Wacky Warehouse, for letting us open these
Yeah,
cards.
you guys are great. Thank you so much.
And see everybody in the
Soon.
future tomorrow.
That was awesome, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Look,
much.
you're the best, bud.
All right.